Hello and welcome to the Blooming Journal Live. It's me, Colleen Watson, president of Century Crop Publishing, and we are here to talk today about the All Access Backstage Pass and talk to you a little bit about why somebody who's been talking about marketing for a long time, suddenly is talking about this very different sort of business planning, right? So it's going to get a little personal today. And it's kind of funny if you can hear it in the background. My mom, who I live with, I'm her caretaker, is practicing for church on Sunday. She sings in the choir and she's doing her practice, which is fine, but it kind of underscores one of the reasons that I am here, which is this idea came to me from a different source. So, how did I get this idea? So, I am part of a chamber and one of commerce. For those of you who are not, you should. They're amazing. But I am also part of a leads group through the Chamber of Commerce, which is the idea is you get to know each other, and it's one person from each category, and you pass business leads back and forth to each other. And we were talking about recruiting new people into our group, and one of my fellow members of this group said, what would be really great if we had a tradesperson, we had something like that, so that we could have somebody who was different, because we were all professionals. So we wanted to do this, and my little head had a light bulb go off, because one of the things they said is, oh my gosh, it's so hard to get those people in because they're too busy working in their business to work on their business. And you're like, oh. And suddenly I had a little light bulb go up on the top of my head and said, ooh, what if I could figure out a way to get them to work on their business in serious ways, right? And then I realized that, oh, this actually ties back to my mom situation. So I had a situation where we had a family emergency with my mom, and I literally stopped. Everything in my life stopped, as it does during family emergencies, and that's okay. But it was this terrible, heartbreaking thing for me, and I was just like, oh my God, I could not focus on anything other than her. And then once I got on the other side of it, I realized, wait, I was the person working in my business to work on my business. And an emergency happened and I didn't have a plan. And I'm a planner, right? I think I've told you this story that, like, I had a will long before either of my siblings. And I was married and childless, and they were both of those things. And I had a will and they didn't, which kind of tells you something. So yeah, I'm a bit of a planner, but I had not planned for this eventuality. And now that we're on the other side of it, I'm like, oh, there was so much I needed to have had in setup. And I want to help other people, because it's a matter of if, not when, in our lives as entrepreneurs, something big is going to happen and we're not going to be able to do it. So this is my why. This is why I do things. So I would really love for you to do this program. For those of you who would like to talk about it, there is my calendar link. It's also in my show notes. We'll talk about the program and the prices and everything like that. But I am passionate about this because I have been the person who had something big happen to them and they didn't have a plan. All right. So let me help you make one. And since it's the first time around, it's going to be a pilot program. So we can talk about what that means and how much money you'll save by participating. All right, everybody. So thank you for being with me on this little heavier episode today. I am grateful that you came along. And remember, rock stars, it is never too late to bloom. Have a wonderful day.